Welcome to Meadowbrook Memories podcast. I am Jelly, otherwise known as Glester Prince. My co-host is Hitchcock, otherwise known as Alfred Henry. Our mission on this podcast series is to explore the stories behind the magic that was created at Meadowbrook. In over a span of 4 years, between 1982 and 1986, we saw the transformation of a small co-educational school with less than 1,200 students, 800 girls and 400 boys, into a successful sports and scholastic champions, winning 7 major trophies, 3 Sunlight Cup, 2 Topping Cup, 1 Walker Cup, and 1 Nutriment Shield. And to crown these achievements, Meadowbrook also produced 2 Rhodes Scholars, Cavell Creighton in 1987 and Andrea Wright in 1989, both graduates of Meadowbrook in 1983. In this podcast series, we will be speaking to persons, both males and females, who are actively involved in this incredible journey, along with friends and family and staff at Meadowbrook, which inspired the environment that created this golden era. We hope you enjoy our discussion. Please give us as much support and encouragement that you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. Welcome and thanks for joining us. You may support the show by purchasing a copy of my book, The Starling Surprise, how Meadowbrook won 7 trophies in 4 years, in the link for a friend, a family member, a student at Meadowbrook, or for yourself. Thank you. Today is Saturday, February 7th, 2026, and welcome back to another conversation about Meadowbrook memories. Me as usual, Glester, our Lance, our Prince, our Jelly, and by now you know say any one of those names will do. Joining me for this very special conversation is the best night watchman in the business because once runs need to put on the board for Meadowbrook, Dante and argue him wicked. So welcome back Dante, our Ted Greg, our Spanner, as we affectionately call her. Our proper name is Miss C.L. McLennan, to give our former beloved principal our official name, as our Donovan Thomas name, his name and his birth certificate. Our guest today will have to give a proper introduction. He started attending Meadowbrook in 2002, 20 years after I left in 1982, and he left Meadowbrook in 2009. While at Meadowbrook, he was student council president and prefect. He captained the under 14, under 16, and under 19 football team. He played under 14, under 16, and under 19 cricket. He threw discus and shot put and played for the under 19 volleyball team. He was trainer for that victorious cricket team in 2010. I want to hear more about that victory. Interim Manning Cup coach in 2011. He coached the under 16 football team that went to the quarterfinals. Head coach of the Manning Cup team between 2015 and 2018. Head coach of the female football team from 2017 to 2020, which went to the quarterfinals and produced 10 national players. Goalkeeping coach for Kingston College, the 2021 Manning Cup and Olivia Shield champion. Founded Jamaica's first female football academy, Rena's Academy, and I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, in 2020. And they had been coaching Mergrove since 2025 and has taken them from 43rd place to 4th place. So, Meadowbrook Memories welcome Neo Oxford to the conversation, whose mother also attended Meadowbrook in the 1960s. And one of these days, I would definitely love to hear our Meadowbrook Memories. So, when she hears it, she might reach out to Neo and let me know. So, introduce yourself, Neo, and then go ahead, Dante.
Good evening. Thank you so much for having me. Good evening to everyone listening. It's been a pleasure serving that star on the chest, and we continue to let the light shine no matter where we go.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Neo. Thank you, Neo. And Dante, go ahead.
Yes, gentlemen. Jelly Neo, and the audience. It's a pleasure again. As I always say, it's a pleasure to be here with the legends, the older legends and the younger legends. And of course, it's a pleasure to be here with you, Neo, and to chit chat. And you are indeed a legend. within the Meadowbrook circles. Yeah?
Great,
Blessings.
Yeah, man,
appreciate it.
thank you. And one thing I love about this conversation, I realize what make the connection now, Dante. When we start after Neo, and we put it out there, and hopefully people of Neo age group and younger we reach out and say, yeah, I could come talk and tell Jelly them story and put the Meadowbrook thing out there. So I love that. I love that connection and Neo. I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. And now you reach out to me and say, boy, Jelly, I'm ready. And that me love too. See me, I said to you, I'm always ready, you know. Once I'm Meadowbrook, I'm ready. I'm ready for you to remember them. All right? So, but me ask you the first question here, and probably the only question I have, the first and the last question, a scripted question. And the first question I ask everybody on the conversation is, did you choose Meadowbrook or Meadowbrook chose you?
Meadowbrook was my first choice when I was taking GSAT. My mother went to Meadowbrook, father Kingston College, and she asked me one question: do you want to be a big fish in a small pond or a small fish in a big pond? And we thought about it and I thought that going to Meadowbrook would have had a bigger impact than going to Kingston College, where I'd have to live under the name of somebody's legacy where I could create my own. So Meadowbrook was my first choice from I was going to St. Andrew Preparatory School.
Well, Neo, that's yeah, go ahead, Dante, sorry.
Proper.
Yeah, that me I say father, your father used to go Casey, where your father name? In a big time
Father,
baller one have?
Kingston College legend, Neville Oxford.
Oh, Kingston
Yes,
College,
sir.
Jamaican Cavaliers legend. Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Don't forget New York Cosmos.
Right,
New York. Yes,
the original,
I was just going to say
yes.
that as well, too. Yeah,
Definitely. And your mother name Neo, we're not leave her out because she's a Meadowbrook legend too.
Vinette Oxford would have been Hunter when she was going to Meadowbrook in 1960.
Would have been what, Neo? Hunt?
Vinette Hunter.
Hunter, okay, nice. And when she heard this. So hold on, before we go further, your mother make you decide, say, you want to come to Meadowbrook. What kind of conversation that's in the household? If you don't want to talk about it, I'm behind the paid wall. If there was a friction between Casey and Meadowbrook in the household, nobody go there.
It ruffled some feathers, but it was a joy from the first day I walked into Meadowbrook. Because Pepsi starts from in September. So from the first day I walked into Meadowbrook and starting to represent the school, that level of pride for the star started to grow immediately. So it's a decision that I made, and any consequence that came with it, I was willing to live with it.
Oh no, man, I love that. That's how me look on it, now. Me want it to come Meadowbrook because me I say, quite frankly, if me to go another school, one of them are a name brand school, a KC call, or even the one no Riddles Road from me, which would have been a likely choice, I wouldn't make no team. We probably
We don't believe that doing the Jelly.
Oh, you know,
We don't
okay.
believe that.
Well, maybe Dante,
We don't believe that, Jelly. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
we don't believe that.
But that was my mindset before I come out of Rock. Like Neo, it's like me a certain say, I'm gonna put this in, put that better way, Dante. Me don't want to come to school and make a contribute and build it to a way. Yes. And I find them still have. I'm glad you think that way, Neo. I love that. I'm gonna give the opportunity there. I love that, man.
Yeah, and truth is yourself and Neo contributed significantly.
Exactly. I mean, I left the school
to Meadowbrook. So it was a good choice,
Exactly.
Yeah, I must make Meadowbrook was my first choice as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah. But so you walk in and start play at the same time?
Yeah, cause I think after 2 weeks of school starting, the Pepsi team started to train. So we started training right away 2 weeks into school.
Okay, nice. I say you
that team went to the quarterfinal also, that our first year at Pepsi, we went to the quarterfinal.
Nice.
JC knocked out up at JC.
Nice.
What was the score? What was the score in that match?
I think we get more 4 of them and did tear the day.
Yeah, but that was the dominant GSC junior teams. That was all Island champion.
It was yeah, man.
Yeah.
So Mr. Garden was a coach of that team. May his soul rest in peace.
Yeah, from up at JC.
No, Mr. Garden was coaching
Oh,
the Meadowbrook
okay,
East.
Mr.
Yes,
God from
Meadowbrook.
Meadowbrook. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah. I know you talk to New York. I was there when I was there. So you come Meadowbrook, you go St. Andrew represent New. Were you aware
Yeah.
where Meadowbrook was before, or it was like a brand new thing to you?
No, I mean, I lived in Havendale and the Meadowbrook area all my life, and every time we drive past the school, mommy mentioned it. So I don't know if she was trying to corrupt the mind from them time to say,
I
this
guess where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
like say you're familiar with the school and all the way there. You know where there and because your mother used to go there, it's somewhere. Yes. I love
yeah,
that.
man. The programming start early.
Early, yeah. So when you first come on the campus now, Neo, as a student now, what it was like, what impression you get you come on Meadowbrook the first time in 2002, we say, yeah.
um, that was high school is a complete different thing from prep school. It was a complete culture shock. I mean, I tell people all the time that when I went to Meadowbrook, I was not familiar with Jamaican patois. I was
Wow.
not familiar with Beanie Man or Bounty Killer, any of those people. So when I just started school, it was a huge cultural switch. And at some point I said, I can't believe I was missing out on all of this. Yeah.
Got you.
So you basically you say you were uptown and you come in at the and come get exposed. But
Uptown youth.
yeah, but you know what, Jelly? That was the reverse in our time, don't?
Yeah.
It, it,
Well,
Meadowbrook was
I name that you know.
predominantly,
Yeah, go ahead, Dante.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, me I say in our time it was more that was when it just become well
Oh,
it started before still
oh,
becoming like a melting pot.
I swear,
That
Dante.
it was
I see the point. Yeah,
it,
go ahead, Neo. It's all like that's something.
yeah
No,
yeah
I wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, go ahead, Dante.
yeah
Sorry.
yeah man. So when I said when Neo come in it was already um I don't want to use the word corrupted, but
No,
it, it,
no. It wasn't.
it was already because in the 80s it was more uptown people than
Yeah.
downtown
Let me
people.
tell you what.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what Dante I say Neo. It's like when we start in
Mm.
a 74, right? Another man come on and talk about it on the podcast. And say the first time I ever come to school and say Chinese, white people.
Mm.
In
Mm.
the 70s, and it was the same thing. The complexion
Yeah,
of the
man.
school, but by the time we live in 82, Dante, right, there was a transition in terms that say it was a multicultural school at the time, more multicultural, and you say, boy,
Yes.
hardcore, yeah. I mean, I think the culture of the school changed, you know, it was the people might come there, because the school maintained its culture. We're going to go over
Yep.
that, we're going to go through that, because there was a certain softness about the school that never changed at all. Softness in terms of just one the campus. But yeah. That's interesting when you put it that way then, you know, that you come, I live in every day, I never hear about, you never hear certain people that talk certain way yet.
Never.
Mm.
But it didn't take long for it to, get a hold on me.
Yeah. That's interesting. That
And,
generation.
and you went to Andrews Prep as well, which would
Yeah.
which would have not exposed you them way there either.
Right.
Mm. Mm.
I'm kind of isolated and I live in a certain
In a
pampered,
bubble.
yes, in a bubble.
And you hear him say him get drive go school and race, so him not get so the bubble burst and him reach a Meadowbrook.
Yeah, so talk about that now. When you come to Meadowbrook now, what's some of the people you remember when you come to Meadowbrook in the first year you come to Meadowbrook?
Who I remember, I mean, teachers and so.
Talk about your classmate them first, girls and boys, who you remember.
Well, the greatest thing is that I've been able to keep contact with most of my people who I went to Meadowbrook with, but the number one standout would have been West Indian Jason Ricketts. He's a blind, visually impaired individual that somehow he ended up sitting beside me when I was in 7D. And to this day, Jason and I are the best of friends. Um, So there's a different impact that he would have had on my life than the regular student, because I was the one who carried Jason everywhere, because my mother instilled that in me about always helping others.
And don't cut it here, but I have to talk about that as you said that. Were you aware that Meadowbrook was the first school to have a hearing impaired person to come a regular school as a high school?
No, I never knew that the first school, but what I did know is that we had a history for it because of how close the proximity to the school for the blind were.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. We have a history. We have a strong history with accommodating the
with the school for the blind up at Manningsville Road. Right. But as far as me know, Neil, and anybody want to come correct me, you can come say it. As far as I know, Meadowbrook was the first school where allow for them to come at the school and be a regular part of the school campus. When I was there.
In my time at school, I think we had about five or six children who were visually impaired going to the school at one time.
Yeah, I had two in my class.
See there?
Two in my class. Yeah, I can remember one of them distinctly now, Nigel. I can't remember Nigel in the name.
Yeah, go ahead, Dante, sorry.
Yeah, man. After I leave school, like about 2 years or 3 years after I leave school, I go home from work in a bus. I'm Mr. Nigel and shout him, and him say, "Who that? Tegre?"
Yeah.
Just by my voice. Yeah, they were that good.
And Neo, I love talk to Jason for your film experience.
Jason played for Jamaica, Jason played for the West Indies. He now works with the government. He's a double major from University of the West Indies in communication. It's amazing. It's amazing the stuff that Jason did, and I think that's why we're still friends today. So we actually went to Meadowbrook together from first farm straight up to sixth farm. Leave Meadowbrook and ended up at UWI together and Taylor Hall together, room beside each other right through university. So when you ask who I remember, it has to be him first.
Me, I love your from. Okay. I want to say play for Jamaica. What sport him play?
Yeah, which sport? Yeah.
Just played cricket, visually impaired cricket.
Wow.
Jason playing the ICC World Cup with the West Indies.
Wow. Nice. You see, I like no new that are news to me. I never even know them have a competition like that.
We have two players. You have a player named Denal Shim. Play for Jamaica and West Indies as well. He was about 3 years ahead of me while at Meadowbrook and Jason.
Whoa. No, man, definitely I forgot to talk to Jason.
Denal Shim is actually on the wall at Sabina Park when you're driving past the pretty mural. He's right there, the one in the glasses.
When name now?
Denal Shim.
And him go to Meadowbrook as well?
Yeah, man, he went to Meadowbrook, man.
No, man, I'm glad you give me some history now. I never know about that. I love to talk to Jason, and then I left. Two of them want to come on together. I love hear them story now. I love to hear them. Dante, sound like you had a question.
No, man, me just have to say, these are things that we need to put out there.
Yeah, me never know. I never know that. I mean, know some. Yeah, go ahead, Dante. Sorry.
If we never have Neo today, we wouldn't know this.
No. That's not talk about. That's why I love when people come tell them one story, because probably Neo never even expects them to talk about them things, you know, and not disappoint Neo. No. So I tell you, Neo, I have a scripted conversation, man. It just flow, man. I say, right, you tell me something. Because right now, I have a question about that cricket there, but I'm going to leave that for another time, because I don't want to go in it, because my mind is around and I say, oh, that play, because I never hear about that yet, Neo. I never know that I have visual impaired.
All right, so you have totally complete blind persons, and you have people who are visually impaired. So I know Jason was totally blind, and Denal was visually impaired. The ball has a bell or a beeping thing in it. So once you roll it on the ground, and they have to use their ears and hear the beep. I know when the beep coming and them sweep the ball, whether through mid-on or mid-off, and the same thing for the fielders. They have to follow the beep, 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 beep. And it's fun to watch. It's really fun to watch.
No. I may say that this is a lesson because I talk about hours for this, but because of your conversation. Them thing, because one thing before we move on, because one person here me mention and I say, I dig deep into it. The umpires them for the visual impaired cricket. Were they visual impaired as well?
Those umpires can see, sir. They're fully functional.
Yeah, that's cricket.
Yeah. And the scorers and all them way, the scorers are visually impaired and yeah.
No, the scorers can see and everything. But I think the right person to talk to is Jason. I'll definitely be sending this link to him
No
so
man,
you can hear him.
definitely. Jason, and what that guy name? I could call him out, right? What Jason we said?
Jason and Donald Shim.
And Donald went to Meadowbrook after Jason and you. I started Meadowbrook
No,
after.
Donald was there when we went there, so he was about 3 years ahead of us.
No man, me da love talk to the two of them because a different dynamic and perspective. But as I say, your conversation here, so I'm not go deep in that at all. But you see how the conversation can flow as we talk. So talk about some other people where you start Meadowbrook with.
Oh, wow. I mean, I can't remember everybody in my class actually. But I think apart from the students, it was the coaches and the teachers that made a big impact on me. Um, I think some teachers who would still be there now is Miss Clark, who is the head of this 11th grade block. Miss Sophie Clark, she's still there. Mr. Vassell played a big impact. Mr. Griffiths, who is now the principal of Tatius Golden High School, was a math teacher when I started school. But the first teacher for beat me at school, you know. And I'll never forget that. I called my mother, because as Dante said, a real uptown youth. Take out my phone and call my mother and say, teacher beat me, and she come down. And I say, yeah, lawsuit time. And my mother tell the man is, make sure you don't blind him.
You might have to put it on some more.
Yeah,
Make sure you don't blind him.
So that teacher and I became the best of friends.
Yeah.
From I started Meadowbrook, I was straight into football. So as October started, I was playing under 14. At that time, we never had bottom field to use, so we're actually running down every day from Meadowbrook down to Queensborough to train down there. So that was another experience for me, because certain places that side I have never been to before. If you know about Queensborough, is right on a gully side, and
yeah, man, we know Queensborough there, and down at the bottom of Queensborough is not even the top. We know exactly where it is.
I was just fascinated to see houses on a gully side, because I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Every day at school was something new for me. And friends came along the way, and I think I also garnered more friends because of football. But I think I'm going to say my stardom moment came in December when I went to shoot a commercial with string bean for Tasty Cheese. And after that commercial aired, the entire school called me the Tasty Cheese boy. So I think that was when everybody got aware of me, because I couldn't hide.
Yeah. So name out. Yeah, go ahead, Dante. Sorry.
Quick question. What was the issue with bottom field? Where you say you never had bottom field too?
I think at the time bottom field was being fixed. It was being renovated. So I don't remember when they went to show us the field. There were hills of dirt and tractors on it. That was in 2002. The Manning Cup games at the time were playing at Marvel, if I'm correct as well.
Yeah.
So junior school time never have access to bottom field at all?
No, just the first year. My second year, I was there. We were on it.
Okay. So out of curiosity now, where were sports day held that year?
Boy, that was so long ago, I couldn't tell you. First farm. No, the field was ready by cricket season, so the field was ready by January.
I got you. Sports day was kept at the field. Okay. Who was the principal at the time where you were there, Neo?
I had about 3 principals.
Okay.
When we started school, that was Miss Alice Lowe.
Yeah.
And then I went Miss Winsome Reed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Mr. Peart was a principal while I was in school, or because as I left school, I was back at Meadowbrook helping out again. So I know Mr. Peart was there. I'm not sure if it was with Miss, if he caught me as a student. No, he caught me after I finished. It was Alice Lowe and Miss Reed. Miss
Yeah, man.
Winsome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I think period start after you leave.
yeah, yeah,
Start
yeah,
right
yeah,
after.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
right
Mm.
after.
Mm.
So you know why I do for me now? Because why I call out them name, you know, because I want them hear this conversation. I want to reach out to them and say, yeah, they want to join the conversation. Call out the people them where you remember from Meadowbrook when you go there. Even if it's
Boy,
going to take you, call out the name them. Why I big them up? Call them out.
wow. Yeah. I know there's Tri Levy, he works in the ministry now. Odean Harvey, ministry as well. Um, I mean, there's just a long list of names. Sherry and Hill, she worked. She if I was to name everybody, I don't want to start naming people, and then people say, "Yo, Neil,
You
leave me
forget
out."
them
So,
name, yeah, okay. All right, fair
you
enough.
know,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Me have a couple names I gotta ask you about who me talk to. But me get into that. Me not get into that yet. But that will come when the conversation flow. I remember I do a conversation with a girl. She's an attorney now. I think she went to school the same time as you. I'll have to look for her name. I have to look it up now. But I've not look. Me will talk. So you come and me bro.
Neil,
Yeah, go ahead, Dante.
yeah.
Sorry.
Neil, I got a name. Sashan Falloon was in school with
Sasha
you
was after me.
after you.
Yeah, he was about 2 or 3 years behind me.
Oh, God. He was head boy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he was head boy.
Two
Yeah,
or three
yeah,
years
yeah.
behind
Him
me.
work with me. Him work with me.
Yeah, man, he's behind me. He used to play
Mm.
football for school too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So before we go into the football with the new, because I say anxious to talk about the football and under 14 and the sports and everything there. But what kind of impression you get when you come to Meadowbrook? You talk about it earlier, say, boy, it come like you get introduced, you come out of your bubble. What are the impression you get when you come to Meadowbrook?
Well, and I can talk about it now because I've been back to the school since after all that everything. When I started Meadowbrook, there was a serious pride about being a part of Meadowbrook. There was you got this level of joy and wanting to be there, and school spirit. I mentioned Alice Lowe as a principal. I remember that lady used to lock the gate when volleyball or netball was playing and say you have to spend an extra 40 minutes after school and make sure you support the school, which was a huge thing for Miss Hamilton's netball team that could not
Mhm.
lose when playing at home. Right. So and that is
Okay.
where so that first year for me was a very inspirational year as it regards to getting that love and pride for Meadowbrook because it was there when we went there. The Manning Cup team you saw those players and wanted to be like them. The other sports made you feel like you wanted to be a part of the school, and that to me, the atmosphere that brought. Yeah, I mean, you had a little fight every now and then, but it was you wanted to be a part of Meadowbrook, so that was the atmosphere that I got.
So let me ask you a question now. You take the conversation this now. Were you aware that Meadowbrook had won Sunlight a whole heap of time in the 1980s and Walker Cup?
All right, so let me tell you this: when I was in Meadowbrook, um, Dante and Billy them they weren't around as much as when I started playing Manning Cup, but they were around. And if you talk to any of them, man, they're not gonna have a conversation without that being said. So the very first under 14 meeting that we had for football, we hear it at least 12 times.
Mhm.
So yeah, we were aware of all the triumphs that Meadowbrook had before.
So without the
Yeah,
money,
Jelly, when we get the chance, we have to,
you
as
have to
you
talk
know, we
about
have
it.
the receipt, so we have to talk about
Yeah,
it.
man,
And
definitely.
we figure it was a good way to motivate the youth, you know?
Yeah. So without that, nobody, no teacher, nobody else in the school never talk about it. No.
This is something that I've said a lot. That what we fail to do at the school is really highlight the stuff that we've won. I mean, when you compare it to, I mean, the bigger schools, once you walk through the gate, you are taught immediately that this is what we've won. I remember walking to the school, and you don't see a trophy, right? So when you, I think that was a big thing that I personally wanted to bring a trophy to the school so I could show it off to the school because those success that we have, like the Walker Cup and with this and with that, it would be good to see if it, as you walk through, as you go through the school gate, you see it, to have that sense of
Mm-hmm.
pride. So
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't there when I was there. Is people had to come and tell me, say, we won this and we won that. I wanted to be one that, boom, the trophy in the middle of the school, and I wonder, what is that?
Well,
So no, teachers, I don't even think some of the teachers were aware because
no,
of
right.
how Bone played it when it was something that's supposed to be always, even if it was 50 years ago, be highlighted.
No, that is the reason for the motivation why I have the podcast. Why I started the podcast, because in 2000 and I can tell you here, 2016, when my old lady died, I went down to Jamaica. Dante and Carlton basically reached out to me and said, boy, I tell them have a little plaque for me. And this almost 35 years after that. I said, right, the man, I remember it. And we meet up the man them. We get a little trophy, not a little trophy, a trophy from SO. We did have a dinner for we. And every man we talk to, sorry, had them trophy. And I said, right, but nobody not talk about this. We not talk about this. A man mentioned to me. And the music go KC too. Bigger man than me, bigger man than your father. And he said to me, say, boy, if you not write it or talk about it, nobody else not going to do it. And that was a question when Dante and Carlton reached out to me, said, let me put this, start talk about it and put it down. And that's really why I come start present the book, My goal is to say, every student will come in 7th grade, have a copy of the book, almost like as a welcome package. You see what I said to you? As a welcome package, but it's not about my story, but the success of the team them are winning, and the golden years, as I call it. 7 trophies in 4 years, and a small achievement. That for a small co-ed school, and a small achievement. So me just a check to say what kind of feedback you have, and I say most of the feedback you get from Dante and Billy, and bless that. I just said Dante, I want to talk about it because you have a receipt. Yeah, go ahead, Neil.
Yeah, man. And the ultimate goal in doing it is to bring back those years.
Yeah, man, definitely. What about talk about that, man? What talk? Because we read. Yeah, go ahead.
Support it.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's a rebuild and bring back those years. And as I say, we're going to work on that. Them conversation will definitely help that. Will definitely help that, Neil. I was aware of that when I realized it's going to go in a black hole. I mean, the kind of, would use the Jamaican parlance, me vex. I say, we win them. No, me not joke. I say, we win, and nobody like them no want to talk about it. And people say, no. Even, as I say, when we start with this, even for me, when I go listen till my 90, me live lucky for live so long, me will enjoy them conversation about now. So, I'm glad it expand out another people interest for come hear them story, and you there for come talk about the story now. So, me know, I feel good for that. And this I talk about Jason earlier, and that's a different. There's so much, Meadowbrook have so much history and legacy to talk about. That's what we just put it on front page. Put yourself back in a business. I know so we have the pride to do it. So yeah. No, I'm glad to hear that, Neo. I'm glad to hear that. So you come to Meadowbrook now, Neo, and you just want to play football or cricket, or which one you don't want to play more?
Boy, I wanted to play everything that I could because I wanted to win something. So I was playing every single sport that I possibly could. But football was a pride and joy. Cricket came after, but I was fortunate enough to play at every age group for the school because I had that athletic ability. So I give God thanks for that. But I think the only thing we won softball. We won softball. Nobody not really look upon that, right? But it was really for all. I represented the school every single year. I was there in some sporting discipline, and that was really a pride that I hold on to right now, actually.
And for the record, you mention a sport. I'm asking for come on. I'm going to call her name, make sure you hear this. Debbie Meeks was a part of the winning softball girls team back when we are going there. I'm inviting them for come on, come tell them story.
Yeah.
And the invitation still there, So whenever them hear this and want to come, they will know, as I said earlier. And then a bunks on me about, and there's a conversation me have, so them can come and talk about the story anytime. Every time, Dante, I don't know what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, exactly.
So no, but for the record, it's not because I don't want to talk about softball. I can't talk about something I didn't play. I represent. You see, I said you come, you can talk about your history and your stories. Anybody who want to come talk about for them team and for them story, want to hear that? A girl A girl come and talk about her netball history. Sharon Robinson come talk about her netball history. So we need to hear the people, man. But yeah, I'm glad you know. So you want to play, but football was a passion.
Yeah, man. Football was man.
So when you put on a Meadowbrook jersey for the first time, the star, as I say, I love that terminology there. The star upon your chest. How it make you feel when you started? You run up on the field and everybody say, even in a first farm, they start to play from first farm?
Yeah. I was playing in first farm. It's different. It's as I said, I had that pride. I remember my first game. My first game was against St. Catherine down at Marvally. Yeah, I think we won that game 2-love against St. Catherine High School. And just the joy and the joy and the passion and the pride between everybody. Because at that time, a lot of the team was from Red Hills Road. So a small crowd following the team as well because a lot of our players came from in the vicinity. So we carried that pride right through in anything that we were doing. I think we created a family where each of us are still communicating in one way or the other. No, and the star was just the star. We had that Meadowbrook pride, and we played every single game with that level of pride and commitment.
Nice. Who are some of the players, the big players on the team?
And my Pepsi team,
Yeah, man.
my Pepsi team had me, Chadwick Ashley, Chase Singh, Carlton Clark, Odean Harvey. Whoa, there, my brain just freeze while I'm gonna trying to get out the formation. Akeem Henry, uh, Terry, Terrence Aniki, Khalil Smart. Enough in that.
Yeah, and that team pretty much went all the way Pepsi holds Manning Cup.
And Pepsi Coles Manning Cup, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, them play all the way up to when them play Manning Cup. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I kind of familiar with the Manning Cup team with them when they were playing Manning Cup. Yeah.
Adam, they just have asked, who was the coach during them time there? I coach them team there.
My first coach would have been Mr. Garden, who coached first farm in first farm. He took it on in second farm, and by I was blessed enough to play to when I went into third farm. Issa's changing from under 13 to under 14, so I was able to play under 14 in 9th grade while everybody else went along, and that's when Marvin Thompson came in as coach to coach the team when I was in third farm. So then I transitioned into in the under 16, where that is where I actually got really involved with Dante and Billy because they were a part of Manning Cup and Coles.
No, good for hear that. So you the play, I guess you play both cricket and football. Which one you think you're better at?
Oh, football.
Definitely.
yeah, definitely football. Definitely football.
Cricket was enjoying.
Yeah, but I saw it was back in the day when we played, you know. And maybe I saw it still is a Meadowbrook, you know, because it's a small school. The most sportsman play football normally play cricket or vice versa. I have a couple man who always play both sports. And because that's a Meadowbrook tradition. That's a rich tradition of Meadowbrook. So yeah. Yeah. Me try to go to the Manning Cup team, but me never fit enough, but couldn't run enough. So me never made the Manning Cup team at that. But I played under 14. I don't remember playing Coles football, you know, but cricket because I couldn't run. And cricket I could have played without being a fit person or someone who could have run. Yeah.
My Manning Cup coach was Mr. Elliott. That way, yeah, Dwayne Smith, Donald Chen, Carl as the goalkeeper, Andre Ingram. That was I was playing Manning Cup in ninth grade as well because I was a substitute goalkeeper, so I was one of the few 9th graders on the team that time.
Okay. Okay, so you're actually the goalkeeper now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that. But actually I recognize the rain say I had a goalkeeping coach. Okay.
Yeah.
So you end up being a goalkeeper now, and your father a big time striker. How that come? Just naturally wanted to be a goalkeeper.
Boy, that story happened when I was going to prep school. Um, yeah, two gentlemen at prep school that used to bully me. And one day I went to football training with a pair of gloves, not goalkeeper gloves, just like a bicycle, them bicycle gloves.
Yeah, yeah.
The coach said, "Yo, go in at the goal," and I went in, and one of the boys who used to bully me came into the box, and I went for the ball. And in the process of going for the ball, I get to thump him in the mouth. Now I level of fear take me over. I was like, oh my God, what did I just do? Till the coach say, "Yeah, man, you can't do that." I say, "You can't do that for real?" And he said, "Yeah, you have to protect yourself." And I never left the goal again after that.
You want him come back down there for thumping?
Yeah, it's once you go down here, you can't use your fist legally. I hear you.
Yeah, I never left the goal after that. So, yeah, man.
Now, man, I remember when I was a coach at Meadowbrook, when I got a Devon different. I said, I said, the goalkeeper come. And you punch all the man heading for punch off, man. So, yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, yeah. No, that's interesting, you know. That is very, very interesting to write it. So, when you come to Meadowbrook now, what was sports day like at Meadowbrook when in the early when you go to Meadowbrook now? In terms of say, was it tell me what sports day feel like when you're there at Meadowbrook?
Boy, our sports they were very competitive. I mean, it was very close. I mean, I got that being in Sanders, we were the only host with an actual host to go worship in. We weren't like some people who go up on the court and around a back of bush behind and a mango tree and them thing there. So sports day for us was a big rivalry. It was a very competitive nature. The times weren't bad times. I mean, they're not champs. Everybody not at champs time, but it was a competitive. It was competitive enough to actually have that edge on your seat, wondering who going to win, who going to win. It was always between Sanders and Ward. I think Godshore came in a little bit at the end when I was leaving. But yeah, so sports day for us was a time to really go and support everybody that we've been around. As we went on older, as we went older into the school, it lost some of that momentum behind it. But it was still a joy when you hear say your house win. I mean, I remember people who would have even when I was working there, people would have left school, called for ask me, "Yo, who wins sports day?" So it kept that significance. We don't have it now, I guess because we get old and we're not really not in tune, but it kept that significance, which means if after 5 years somebody can call you to ask who win, you know it actually had an impact.
Yeah, man, it does. But you said something I have to clarify. I say, Sanders, and I the only house where have them worship. Which part of the news having worship?
In the Mad Sanders Auditorium.
Wow. That's a switching on you. I'm going to tell you the history behind that, you know. I was in Ratney, and when me I go Meadowbrook, it was known as Ratney Hall.
Oh, well, there you When you see it was known as the hall, we had an actual auditorium. So
yeah. I didn't know. I didn't. I go down and realize them calling the Mad Sanders Auditorium, and so when they house, you're right, because in the days Sanders never have nowhere for worship, or Ward or God tour, or Ratney would have worship in the auditorium or the hall, as we call it. I wonder when that changed. I wonder when that changed. See, it go there. No, but that's some history we never know about at all. But yeah, so something that we never aware of at all. And no history give me that today. No history.
I never knew it was Ratney Hall either. I just
man, originally it was Ratney Hall, man. One of the founders are a part of the foundation was, forget what the person name. I think Reverend Ratney the person name. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think Reverend Ratney,
yeah. It was Ratney Hall originally. I don't know when that change officially came about. That's something else. That's something else too. That's something else. But so yeah, the girl name I'm not trying to remember, was Sophia Bryan. I had her on the podcast.
Yeah, Sophie was a year behind me.
Okay, yeah. I had her on the podcast. It was a very good interview. I like her spirit and everything. Just like how The vibe is nice. Like how the vibe nice with me and Dante, you know. I love that. So yeah. Yeah. So when you're there, Meadowbrook, you say you wanted to win a trophy. Did you ever achieve that, or how close you came to achieving that?
Not close. I mean, the furthest we got was second round until in 2010 when I as I finished school, I was still had my blood in Meadowbrook, and I jumped on to the cricket team that Thompson and Coach Lanaman was coaching. So I couldn't do it as a player, but I brought home the silverware as one of the technical staff. So I think that I have that picture in my house right now, and that picture is still in the PE room hanging up. So we left that kind of impact, and I was what I wanted. I wanted my face and a picture with a trophy. Never do it as a player, but I did it as a coach.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
man.
we're talking about that. I said Marvin Thompson because we talked to somebody named Raymond Thompson. Are the same person?
Nah,
No,
Raymond
no,
Thompson.
no,
Raymond
no.
Thompson played cricket for the school. He would have been on that team, but that was after my time as well. He would have been the opening batsman for that A League winning team.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they tell me.
Marvin Thompson, then call him Big Head.
Mm-hmm.
Big
So,
head.
so talk about that. Talk about that again. Talk about that now because I give him some history. When it's an A League team, that was different than the Sunlight Cup. Or the cricket
Yeah,
became
A League was a tier two to Sunlight.
okay.
So you had Sunlight and you had the A League, which you had to get into back to Sunlight, you had to win A League. So we
I'll come
were
second. The two finalists.
yeah, the two finalists got into the Sunlight
Mm-hmm.
because there was a big gap around that period as it regard to cricket. I mean, that
Mm-hmm.
time when I was going to school, cricket was some scores that I put on. Right, so what they did was divide the league. So we went and played Tarrant in the final at Melbourne, and I think the last over we won the game, and if I remember correctly.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I remember being at that game and I watched the first part. And I was in Jamaica another year. I remember.
Yeah,
I couldn't understand what it was about, but now you explained to me, say it's like a A League, and Meadowbrook actually won. And you see a pictures and trophy for that to
yeah,
show
man.
that, yo,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We won it, man. The A League.
yeah, me that love. So you were a coach part of the technical staff of that team, then you.
I was the fitness coach and the trainer.
Okay. So as I
That
said,
team had national players Jermaine Cole, which is the opening pace for the under 19 Jamaica team, and spinner O'Shane Walker, who from that season got the most wickets in the competition and went on to UTEC with a full scholarship.
because of the cricket, or just
Mm-hmm.
For the
yeah,
cricket.
cricket help, yeah. I got you. So I just said that, Neil. Let me ask you a question. Because you did a Meadowbrook for 7 years and in a final win in a 2011 and a cricket on a win. Why you think when you won the cricket in a 2011 and it was so difficult for win anything else during the time?
Well, if I'm correct, that 2011 year was, I think, our first year playing A League.
I got
That
you. I
that
got you.
compared,
Yeah, go ahead, finish up. I got you. Yeah.
yeah, because when I was playing cricket, the big guns we are playing, the Judges, the Ulmas.
Yeah, the top tier team them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, play Sunlight.
we're playing. I think it's Sunlight, then Grey Shield, Grey
Mm-hmm.
Shield now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we get a demotion and I say, nah man, we need for there, so we need to show our class and step up back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I got you. And for the record, whether I play in the league, in a cricket, any at all.
But they have my pitch.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. We're gonna talk about that. After work, but that's something. And while you were there, what was it? What was like? No, the coach. When they say you're a technical, you're the technical, the fitness coach.
Fitness.
You're the
Fitness
fitness
coach.
coach. What time when you start training? And there's a reason why I'm asking question. What time the cricket season starts in January, or if I remember correctly. What time
Yeah,
the
man,
cricket team started training here?
we would have had camp in December. So the cricket team when I was there camped in December.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when we start, when we start training here, when we are training at the 80s, we start our training in the summer before.
Another summer.
Well, remember you
And
mentioned earlier that in my time, many cricketers played football.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
it,
football first, then cricket start January. So
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it was the same, do you know, in our time, in our time,
Yeah, man, both cricket
it
and
was the
football,
same,
man. Yeah, yeah.
right? But what happened too is that in our time, and it was the same for football. Both cricket and footballers were playing as a team. Were playing Evelyn Cup, um,
Minor Cup.
Minor Cup, and
Yeah,
them things
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. But when I
yes.
say we start training, fitness we mostly are doing, fitness.
Mm.
Lift weights and all them things. It was like not much cricket or technical thing at all. Like fitness and because the coach this year wanted us to be very fit because fitness is a very important part of cricket. Very important
true.
part.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I wasn't aware that so we fell off then. Meadowbrook don't not enter them competition. I just said we don't even have a cricket pitcher now.
No.
We don't even have a cricket pitcher now. No, I forgot what that's I'm glad we have them conversation because I forgot try revitalize that with that school. It's such a great tradition. The cricket.
Yep.
Yeah. We won in the 80s and then we won the A League in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
2011, That correct?
I think it's 11.
You sure
2000.
it's not 2010,
I have it as 2010, January. Why do you remember that? 2010 or 2011?
I think at 2010 we win it.
Yeah.
Mm.
No. So the football now, is there a reason why we never get competitive in the football? Is like we don't have enough man at the school or we just why you think Meadowbrook has been unable to compete while you were there?
What the competitive is relative,
Why we couldn't compete against and reach a semi-final or just in a we're not a beating stick then because when me go Meadowbrook, Meadowbrook as a coach used to call it, Devon Jeffrey, your father and him, my man Devon play together. Devon did come to Meadowbrook and he said the man when he get the job, the man used to laugh at him and say Meadowbrook is a love school. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah,
The,
man.
Mm.
the amount of love them I get.
Mm.
I look like we're
But
back to the
as, as, as I mentioned, when my very first year, I went to the second round, so I was competitive in my first year. Then I remember that Manning Cup team, if it's not my first or my second year, they got a whole. I mean, that is when Mr. Elliott came in and decided to build a program.
yeah.
And
Mm.
in his final year, Meadowbrook was extremely competitive. I,
Yep.
I, I don't think we came out of the group, but we weren't. We were winning some games. I think we finished either third or fourth
Mm.
that season, where the team was actually gravitating a huge pull.
Yeah, man. We were in that year. Remember, we
Competitive.
were the the team. We weren't a sure beat then.
Won't a walk over at all. Won't that a walk over.
No, no, for
Yeah.
no team. Yeah, man. We could have beat anybody on a day.
I think what happened after that is when Mr. Elliott left, players left with him.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
the whole entire rebuild happened. 'Cause I remember Mr. Elliott left and Rick went to Calabar, Fergie went to Calabar.
Mm.
Mr. Burke saying nah take back Donald. So Donald never get back in.
Mm.
So so when things like that happen, the whole program have to start rebuilding again. Because all of a sudden your Manning Cup team, which was going into their final year, your
Mm.
Colts in their first Manning Cup year. So and that happened. That transitional phase happened a lot while I was at Meadowbrook.
Yeah, Rick,
Mm-hmm.
Rick talk about that on them conversation. I have
Yeah.
him and Raheem come and talk about it. That way.
Ri- yeah.
Yeah.
Rick. Yeah, man. Rick. When Rick left, it was a straight. But I think the team after the year after that, with Rick left, I think we did kind of all we won.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you know,
the
it
year after we
started.
finished,
To be honest, it started a little downward. I took a downward thing, and I think the administration kind of and Neo can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the administration did kind of
Give me a
um
rowdy.
yeah, there was there was the support from the administration was became very poor, you know.
After Neo
The,
left.
the,
After Neo left.
yeah man, yeah
No
man.
man,
No
when
man,
we when we play,
Neo was actually there within the program, still assist here and there. But we had some serious issue with support from the administration
Administrative
for the
staff.
program. Yeah. Mm.
Let me put it my way and ask. You not have to answer the question now. It's like me get the impression that Meadowbrook became a school that just have focus on the academics and forget about sports.
Yep. Yep.
I don't even think we're focused on that doing but that's for another time.
Okay. Okay.
But just, I mean, when Rick left, and I know that we were trying to, because that's the year that I started starting for the school. That was when Tegre and Billy came in. That's when Elliot left. They came in
Mm.
after.
Mm. Mm.
That's the season where Raheem Stennett became the captain for the team.
Yeah, that's the year when Rick left and got Calabar.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm.
we weren't bad that year. We never get no bag. I think I won. We got a 6 love from Camperdown. And them time the Camperdown was on the team. And when we played Camperdown again, I got 1 love again. Down whatever Vauxhall I match they play when we played Camperdown the second time.
Yep.
That
Yep.
weekend Eltham was on fire and Eltham gave it 2 love at Eltham and draw with me at home.
At home. Right.
But it's a year after that now when everybody would have left and the younger team was coming up. That is when the transition started again. We were trying to get in people to stay from administration and wouldn't allow that. Trying to get in new players and wouldn't allow that. And the program just had to start all over again.
Yeah. We couldn't get the players to stay. No, for some reason.
Yeah. I can't see that being a problem. Because it's almost like the players themselves, if them go somewhere, them have a better chance with finance them career than staying in Meadowbrook. And we can understand that. We can't fully understand that. But yeah, it's like and that need for change in a way where it's like it's not say a focus on football, but a man knows so him come on Meadowbrook. It need for turn around in a way a man knows or a woman don't you come on Meadowbrook because you coach a female team and we talk about that too. Them know say when them come on Meadowbrook, them well rounded and them get support even when them leave school. Even when them leave school. It's not about to say a win, it's about being competitive and ready for life. Yeah. But let me ask you something new. In terms of like Money Cup now, may I focus on and ask a question here. Money Cup decided in a different zone here now. You think it would have better if Money Cup, because we see somebody scored them last year. I mean, I'm not talking about a Meadowbrook get. We see some of the team get whole heap of love. I can understand that the Costa Cup, and that has been the way the few years, a team zone by where them live or where the team located. Like Clarendon teams, whether in a Clarendon and a Titchfield team with a Portland or a St. Mary team with a play over there. So. But why we don't have a Division 1, 2, and 3 that a man have to read in terms of say a team a top tier a play, a team which should have really not a tier 4.
Before we even finish the question, the principals won't allow it. It's run by principals. So the principals make these decisions. And you might see St. Mary's College get 31 love from KC. St. Mary's College want to be playing Kingston College. That this discussion has come up many times in board meetings at ISA, and the principals have said they don't want a tier system. Right? And remember, schoolboy football is not put in place for development of athletes, it's put in place for exactly what it is, recreational. Many of these small schools make big gate receipts when these bigger schools come to their venue.
Oh, I got you. Like when St. Mary come now, only for man come. Yes, I got you. But that
so I Meadowbrook might play St. Mary's College and nobody not show up. And them say, all right, but next week is Kingston College down at bottom field and them a charge five bills to come in. And the place around and you get your gate receipts and you go.
Yeah. But so what you think? What you think would have better for the football development of the youth them per se? Forget about the gate receipts.
development is not what ISA is about, but we are in the same place just like how we had the I think it was easier to see at 18 love than to see a team getting bowled out for 4-3. It's
No,
like the
that's what
Mm.
I
team.
ask you. If it happening in cricket, so cricket still structured the way that more than one tier.
No, man, you can't even find 10 teams to play cricket now, my boss.
Wow, that's how bad it is.
I think if I'm correct, last year a team in Portland was playing at the town team them cause nobody in that side played.
Wow. So yes, the cricket is almost a dead sport now in Jamaica.
Getting there.
Wow.
Get in there.
Wow.
Big
Well,
time, Jelly.
no, I never know what I said bad. I have no
Yeah,
team now.
man.
So how we gonna find new West Indies players if nobody now play cricket?
And last year, a team all out for 4 or something like that.
Well, you see, at the same time, I am not against what's happening because what you see now, you have the urban league being run with again 6 teams. So because it's 6 teams, the nucleus of talent is so packed into those 6 teams that you're actually seeing good matches now.
Yeah.
So if you're going Excelsior, Woolmans, Georges, JC, Campion.
Yeah. You have a good competitive match in a damn thing. But
So Kadante was right. Last year, a team get bowled out for 4.
Mm.
wow.
You saw it if the team win the toss and choose for bat.
Mm-hmm.
But
The game are done quick.
No, they might make 400, 500.
Oh, I got you. Wow, I remember I said to you I made 317 against Meadowbrook. 317 for 3. In a sunlight match. In a one day now. Dante, I'm not up. I'm supposed to bowl up Meadowbrook for a little bit and nothing. I couldn't forget that. I still wanted to come Meadowbrook anyway, but I started. Wow. Well, let me tell you what's on my mind, right? I'm going to talk to the principal about it and I'm going to work on it. But we can't just throw it out there for the idea. But kind of know what's a cricket bat. It's like, me want to introduce, and we used to play it near a Meadowbrook, but it wasn't the same thing. We used to play a 6-a-side competition. Not 6-a-side, a 6-over competition in a Christmas, like as a competitive thing up on the top field. It just, Go ahead.
The worst thing Meadowbrook did was move that concrete pitch from up at the school.
Yeah, so when that happened,
Boy, I can't remember.
Where you go there?
Right when I left school.
Oh,
but
okay.
We used to train up at school. So, and it's that thing that I many people never notice or never pay that interest to. Training up at school makes the school see what's going on.
Nah, man, that is a big thing. Especially we used to train up on the top field. Most of our training took place up on the top field. On the concrete pitch we attack.
Almost all of the training, Jelly.
Yeah. I just went match there before match day. We go down the bottom field. Yeah.
Yeah, and training used to have a good audience.
Well, this is the idea we have now. But this is the idea. I'm talking to Hitchcock about it, Dante, and I don't know if you know Alfred Hitchcock. You used to quote JC.
Yeah, man. You know Fred,
right?
Man.
So I'm talking to Hitchcock about it. I'm talking to the principal about it. If we have a 10-a-side competition in a Meadowbrook first, I'm going to test it. And almost like, it's like me, it's like more cricket become a game where everybody want to play again. Use some different kind of ball. We want participation more than anything else. Recreation, as you say, and then you take it from there. So it's like me have a house 10-a-side competition, a farm 10-a-side competition, up on the top field. Right?
Win ball.
Yeah, man. Freddie sent up some special ball and he try to get a pitch like a matting where the man might give up yourself for send down, for put up on the top field. And we start off some competitive thing. You know, the cricket again, the football different, the football might be a little easier to deal with. But I still even think, if we play a competitive football up on the top field, you'd have more interest in the school, in the sports. You could have recruit from inside.
Inter-farm, inter-grade,
inter-house. Yeah, man. Yeah. So all of that was for utilize top field more because we used to have it. It was we used two goal posts, two goal up at top field. I don't know if you remember if it was there when then we used to play, but we used to play most of the competition down at bottom field. But yeah, I didn't know I didn't know that. I did not know that at all. Yeah. So all of that is like news. You tell me I know. So the cricket is so bad. And cricket is a different sport, because it costs more for play cricket. Costs way more. In a football, you just need a ball. You just need a ball, Dante. A man even if you have no boots or nothing, you just need a ball and cricket. And ball can play. And in a track and field, it's even worse. You don't need nothing. And no, you can't see why we excel at certain things and certain things just we not excel at all. Wow. I didn't know that, But that's the idea, me have. And even if we could have an exhibition match this year, because this year messed up by the hurricane. So you know, say a whole heap of things put off and put away. So the goal is to start a 6-a-side, a 10-over farm competition. Because them have it here now, there's a man around a league here. We call it remember a name feed. We forget the name feed. So I love start that and test it out and see if we can start at Meadowbrook. And if it expand we introduce it to the rest of the school in the corporate area. But wow. I didn't enough news never give me an authority. I didn't know that at all, that it's so bad at the cricket we even not compete. Come out of touch, So like all competition, like let me ask you a question this way. Corrugated cricket still play at Jamaica? Do you know what I mean by corrugated cricket?
SDC still play, man.
Yeah? And big man still play them cricket.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And Matcham Cup still play? You know what that is?
No, sir.
That you know Matcham Cup?
Matcham Cup? No, sir.
All right, I'm going to tell you, Matcham Cup was all-age school back. I don't know them still have all-age school. Yaga.
No, them not all-age school again.
Yaga wrote talk about it when I talk to him on a conversation when I recall, come out yet. Where him say, a Matcham Cup, I'm going to learn to play. Matcham Cup are like for all-age school, you have a Matcham Cup competition, man. Yeah. And I will heap of competitive cricket playing on that, man. And it's like, whenever I'm a primary school, whenever they have an organized primary school competition in a football back in my days, whereas cricket, but the whole heap of cricket used to play. SDC, they used to organize a whole heap of cricket. I didn't know that. Them think they. So corrugated cricket still a play. So it's not like a cricket there. It just. I don't see it will come back unless we start from a grassroots thing. I don't see it will come back from a grassroots thing. So. But me ask you a question. Me ask you a question about Meadowbrook now. Although everything a Meadowbrook in a sense, you personally, where the most embarrassing moment you can remember, you go to a Meadowbrook one, you can look back on with a smile. And you tell me one already, where your mother tell you, say, boy, tell the teacher, say, don't blind him. Is there, or that was the only one?
Why? I never had embarrassing moments at school,
So that one go ahead, sorry.
But Jenny,
yeah.
You have to remember, say, Neo, you see, well, Neo got Meadowbrook for 7 years and continued at the school for another maybe 10, 12 years now.
About that.
That's up on the campus every day, same way, regular.
Yeah, man. Either as a part of a coaching team or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. So this conversation here is primarily about attendance at school, but Neo thing probably you have to talk a little bit about in
after school thing, yeah.
After school, because it was almost a continuation for Neo.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I'm going at that then, Neo. Why were you so motivated to go back to the school? And let me put the question this way. You were motivated to go back to the school, for contribute in any way you can. what motivated you, and why I tell you about that? Why you think we can do to make people motivated for one to give back to the school? And it can't be. It not have to be like you are going to physically, but in kind or anything else. What in money or what would that motivate people for one to give back to the school?
Well, I really don't know how to answer that second question, but I know that when Mr. Peart called me to come in and be the interim coach when I just had finished school, um, I was around the team a lot. I wasn't in the capacity of coach or fitness or anything. I was going to UE, and he called me and said there was an incident, and he know that I am close to the team. They have 5 games. Is that a 5 or 4 games left? If I could finish
Mm.
it for him, and it was between that where I really really fell in love with coaching. I remember my first game was against St George's College. St George's was I giving Meadowbrook 9 love down at North Street, and I just loved the challenge. I think we reached to the first half nil all, and we eventually lost the game 3 love. But at that point, I said to myself that I love this. I can see a way where I can, as Dante started it to say, I can make my legacy here. I never did it as a player, but I
Mm.
can really come in and stay here and see what I can do. And out of the 4 games, we lost two to the eventual 2 teams that went on to the second round, and the other 2 games we drew. And then I left after that. They had a under 60. They never. I don't think they played Manning Cup. No, I left after that. That's when Dante and Billy came in again to run the program, and I went to finish my studies. And out of the blue, I wasn't as close to Meadowbrook when I left, but Mr. Peart and I still communicated. He called me to say that the under 16 coach was migrating. If I could come in and help start the sessions, and I started it, and he asked if I wanted to continue for the season. And I came in and carried that team to the quarterfinals. Kingston College, the eventual All Ireland champions, was the one that beat us 2-1 down on North Street and knocked us
Mm.
out. And I just stayed. I mean, I never left until it came to an end when COVID came.
Mhm.
COVID changed up a whole heap of things. I got you. I got you.
Mm.
I got you. Yeah.
Neil, want to ask you a question. You
Yeah.
feel when you feel like you achieved more as a well, I think that's a no-brainer still, but me still ask. You achieve more as a coach or as a player at Meadowbrook.
Um, I achieved a lot as a player, but as a coach, many
Mm.
people that ask. I think I don't want to push myself too far, but I think many would have said in a different system, I would have achieved title success. But
Mm.
my aim at Meadowbrook was I saw where the school was heading to after we being all of us backed off to see what would happen. I know
Mm.
you was disgruntled with some stuff, so we backed off the program. I
Mm.
um and I saw that if we allowed it to go where it was going, we would have reached to the point where football stood for nothing.
Mhm.
So yeah, and I never won titles, but Dante, I can tell you, say every one of my youth them from the Manning Cup team they have now
Mm.
finished with them degree.
Mm. Mm. Excellent.
Right. So we never won titles, but I was able to instill that level of
Mm.
discipline. I was I,
Yeah.
w- You said the question was, did I achieve more? I changed more lives as a coach while I was there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I achieved way much more.
Yeah, it's more than
Mm.
just football.
I think
Yeah.
so too, Neil. I think so too. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and Jelly, just we are near. We are near. Well, me and Neil had some. Oh, you can call it a love it kind of situation. And truth be told is you know, cause we see Neo as basically like our son. You know what I say?
Yeah.
So at some time Neo, we just said probably Neo is a little bad child, but I can tell you, and as I said earlier in the introduction, I regard Neil as a legend the Meadowbrook program.
Yeah.
As a young legend, he has done a lot for the program. Sometime him look hard-headed and thing, but
Him have a passion.
him have a passion. Him have a passion.
And that's what happened, Dante. When a man have a passion, you never go buck it all the while. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Jelly, see part
him,
them say, you see part of them like a son, Jelly.
Yeah.
That is why the whole heap of problems that did start, because some of the things that I did, they might say, "Oh, Neo for do that."
Yeah.
Right? But I mean, hearing Dante say these things is a breath of fresh air.
What me I love them and as a vision to the future is like we have a comprehensive in terms of say, no matter what the coach, but we have a comprehensive program behind Meadowbrook. Both for football mostly I think or cricket. The two sport them where we can start where we know say I gotta give a mileage in terms of say recognition and things to the school, right? So I love see that.
Let me tell you something. And as much as if anybody want to like it or hate it, I remember Marvin Thompson saying something where he said, in order for any sport to be successful at Meadowbrook, it's going to take somebody who love his school and want to see the school to do well. If you realize, since I backed off and Dante them back off, they have gotten many coaches and the school has failed to even be competitive because to anybody else who came there, it was just a job.
No, man,
right?
I agree that 100%.
There, it was pride, passion, everything. If it was Dante and Billy them and Mouse, it was pride, passion, everything. It wasn't about a salary.
No, I address that this way. The culture of Meadowbrook, not we allow for a man to just for coach at evening time and go home.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, man, I said that it's when we started to win, in the golden years that we talk about. The coach and the cricket we started winning first was a PE coach. He wasn't like a coach that come in, so he grew him from first farm all the way up to fifth farm. If I said to the team that win Sunlight, there's a whole heap of man that started first farm all the way up. The two now win Walker Cup. And that's how we not bring in man but the core of the team. A man come in and I play with Meadowbrook, he must follow the Meadowbrook culture. We never lose the culture at all. Because the coach inside of the school, my first coach will give me the opportunity. I'm going to call him up every opportunity me get. And of course, I play cricket. He was a chemistry teacher, Mr. Beckford, Mr. Never Beckford, And I'm coaching to the first final I ever got to. So, I reinforce what I say now. It's more than just a passion, it's like the culture of Meadowbrook, not we allow an outsider to come in. You must buy into the culture of Meadowbrook. You must be part of the family. I put it that way there. You must be part of the family. If can't come in there, it's not a job. It's not a job now. It's not a job.
That is what we are missing now in all sporting disciplines in the school. And there's a man who have a job.
Yeah, man, it can't be a job, man. The man have a coach, he must love the school. And it's almost like he don't necessarily have to be a old boy, He don't have to be a old boy. That's not a criteria at all. Because I love he must buy into the vision. Buy into the vision of the school. Yes.
But you know what more important than that, Teddy? And me always say in a lot of the podcast with my video. So and it's good that we raise this because we are Neil. I mean, while Neil was there, we have the passion. Neil have the passion. We have some different, but we still support the program and work with the program and things like that. But after a while, we drop it, Neil drop it, and it's gone. So you see this thing here where you have to tell you, I always say, you have to, as the captain, have to bring everybody. Cause you have little groups out there,
Yeah.
You have a little group here, so you have me and the little group.
Yeah.
We're passionate about the business as well. So it's a matter of bringing enough of those groups together.
No, we don't come
Yeah.
together when I talk about the group. Let me tell you what I think about it, Dante. Good point you bring up this now. Right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna run with it and run with it, you know. And say, boy, me want Meadowbrook. It's like how the KC man, I mean, we can't talk about them because I have good KC friend, right? The KC man have a passion for them school. KC is like, for them is like, I feel them Hotel California. You can check out anytime, but you can't leave KC.
You can't leave.
And the culture them you want at Meadowbrook, you know. From you, them come at the school. Let them go start with inculcating and teaching and say, this is what we can do. But it's like more on the two ends them meet, you know. The man will leave already and have the pattern, the little group now have the pattern. For saying, no, what? Oh, we are going to make, I'm not going to use this time. Oh, we can make Meadowbrook become our Hotel California. We can check out anytime. But we can't leave. We know, me and you not leave now. Dante, we not leave Meadowbrook.
I said it earlier, and I don't think that we listen when I said all these other schools, what they're able to do is when you walk into those walls, you feel as if you're part of a champion school.
Yeah.
I remember helping, I don't know if it's Mr. Pierre, helping him move some stuff. And I never ever knew somebody went to Penn Relays because I saw the big round thing where Penn's give.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
We won.
I never
think
know
we won the 4x1. We won a 4x1 the girls.
Until we leave the school. What I'm saying is, if we want to change that, we'll mention the KC culture. I remember KC for the whole first 2 weeks ago into the school, and them drill everything in your brain, you know.
Where you win. Yeah, man.
Where you win, so you feel.
And where you can do. Yeah. And it's not about the sports alone. No, because that's why I mentioned the road scholar them in my introduction and talk to one of them on the program, right?
These things is what when you walk through the gate, you have to see that I am a part. I don't know if anyone ever drive into before the hurricane drive into States. Mr. Wellington built a huge trophy cabinet in the roundabout. So once you turn into the school, you feel like you're in a home of champions.
Yeah.
We already know our Jamaican culture is a bandwagonist culture.
Yep.
The day that you show a first farm student that Meadowbrook win all of them something, it's not just a school you come to. Don't watch the 6 now or the 7 love now. These 4 pictures are champion teams that we had here.
Yeah. Well, everything begin with a thought or with an idea here now. Because I thought about it, and when me have, and the principal on board it, me want have a wall of fame, a digital wall of fame, Meadowbrook. That's the man coming out of the school, him get toured. Because we have so much things we can't put on it, you know. The wall can't hold it, you know. But it does a circle and you see all of the winnings them. That's one of the items I talk about.
And the regular person wouldn't know that because it's not. I see Dante say 4. I never when it was 4x1. Mr. Peart never know him. I ask him, yo, what we win that for? They supposed to out in the middle of the school.
Everybody come at the school supposed to know that. Know that Neo.
Yeah. And we win. I think we win the triple jump. A pens the year there.
Listen, a man who come at the school with me there. The first man ever win Carista gold medal for Meadowbrook. Dan at me. I think I'm the only man. 800 meter 1978, and that I want just have to Google that and see it come up in the Wikipedia. Dan at me, gold medalist 1978. And who know that? Maybe the first time I hear that man the name Neo. You follow me? I said you.
We are the number 1 table tennis player in the Caribbean in Ivan Foster.
You see, all we have to talk about with what your brother name we call earlier, Jason.
Oh, Jason, yeah.
All of history that we need for put on the front page. But as I said, Dante, that's why we have them program, you know. But that's what I want. But me can't do it alone, you know. People have to want to come talk to me, you know. You follow me? I said the one hand can't clap, you know. Me want the passion building at the school where Meadowbrook become our Hotel California. We can check out anytime. But we can't leave.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Neo. Because that one almost forgotten, you know, Ivan Foster.
Right.
Legend, you know, really legend.
She's a physiotherapist.
What year that was?
Because in Jamaica, you know.
What year that was, Dante? What year that was?
It maybe about less than 15 years ago.
2011, 2012.
I never know about that. And right, Dante, may I tell you, I never know about that. I love to talk to she. You follow me? I said to you, it's like, oh, we have to put all them ideas in a one place, that we have it. Because I just start a thing, Dante. The rest have to come in, like when New York come in, and we start put it together and have it one place documented. A real Meadowbrook history, I try document, with everything in, and not the sports alone. And why me love talk about sports, can realize, it's a man that play sports, Him not afraid to come talk off him out,
This year in college in the USCAA, a past student from Meadowbrook, Driana Thaw, was listed in the Hall of Fame, All-American for this year. She's a female player from Meadowbrook High School.
Yeah. And that we don't know at all. And that we don't know at all.
You're the coach her now? You coach her?
I coach her from first form, go straight up.
Okay.
And that we know. But talk about that now, because you talk about your academy where you start. And before you go into your female coaching, you think the potential that for Meadowbrook have a good female team, but it did you show that. but we're not being competitive in that female sport either now.
When I left Meadowbrook, we were unbeaten. When COVID came, we were unbeaten. We had 9 national players representing the country at 3 different age groups. Meadowbrook entered. I can't put it out there. When I left, they said we had 4 or 5 girls going to Meadowbrook. They tried to restart the program. They said that I told the players not to play because we were at odds with the school. I can't convince anybody that I didn't, and I don't really have to say anything. I told the girls do what they wish to do. They chose not to play. It never worked. Meadowbrook re-entered the tournament last year, and I think they won their last game for the season. And I see them registered to come and enter this year again. I wish them all the best, but where I am this year, and I'm aiming to win.
Yeah, you talk about say you take a team from number 43 to number 4. Meadowbrook High School. Yeah.
I still have to find a school with an M, you know?
Yeah. No,
But just so you know, Neil, we still look one the best out of you. It's still representing Meadowbrook.
No, man, wherever you go near, why you succeed.
Yeah.
You see what I said to you?
I appreciate that.
Just like when Freddie go up at JC
and go win.
We did happy for him, even though we would have preferred he was doing it at Meadowbrook, but it still gave us some pride to say that Meadowbrook man have to come reset in the program.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, Dante.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Meadowbrook man. But the time will come now when I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna talk to Harborview man. Fatai Thompson. And your father don't know who that. Michael Fatai Thompson. And this is what I forgot about Meadowbrook.
Yeah, man, I know.
Right? When Meadowbrook, when Harborview, this is in the early 70s, decided they're going to enter Major League, Harborview went on a program and called and said to all Harborview man, come back home. We do this whole community. We have to reach a state over the Meadowbrook. We not reach it yet, but I put it on the head and I say, at time I come and say,
we have to do it. We're going to do it.
We're going to say, all Meadowbrook man, we come back home. We're going to contribute to our school and our program. We're going to put Meadowbrook a hump on the map. I'm going to put this out there. From now, I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to put it out there now. From before Dante. I know we're going to spin it behind. Not even spin behind, but we're going to rally behind this. Because we make progress in the construction a complex on a bottom field, the Enroad complex. Behind the scenes, me and the principal and some other old students, we are talking about it. But we have been making progress. We get paperwork in place. And when that kick off and start run, me I go reach out to everybody and say, time for come home, you know. Time for come home, Meadowbrook want to rebuild again. You see me I said to you, because the idea is to build a big, and I borrow a president who might offend certain people. Big, beautiful bottom field, Dante.
Yeah.
That's my vision. You see me I said to you, a bottom field become almost one of the best. I don't know how it's going to look, you know. How it see it. We're not going to draw for nothing yet, you know. But that's the idea that a man come. It's like Meadowbrook become the premier place to come play football.
and we have to build the program around that.
Yeah,
To
man.
play
Yeah,
football,
exactly, Dante. May I put it that
and
way
we
there?
build, yeah, we build
So,
and build get the school spirit and everything
yeah, man.
around that as
Exactly,
well.
Dante.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I say. So once we get,
make it, yeah,
yeah, once we get all of that in place, we have to go and do a little thing. Near you go and coach wherever you want, coach, and build a thing. But at time I come, when me have a person reach out to everybody, just like how the Harborview man them do it. And you see what Harborview turn out to be one of the best football club. I don't know who they are now when in the country. Them say to the man when live at Harborview, say come back home. Time for to come home. You follow me? I said to you, and but I did say what for rally behind a big idea here, you know. What for rally behind
yep,
a big idea. It can't be say come home for win Manning Cup. It's a comprehensive thing, right? I mean, me and Mr. Principal face it up on the same page in terms that say. I mean, I work on things behind the scene, behind the paywall, as me I say. So when the time come, right, and in the meantime, right, if we kick off this in a sense, and this behind the paywall again, but me can't talk about it, because I talks with somebody to get my book published in Jamaica Dante, right?
yeah,
And the idea is Meadowbrook going to be the exclusive distributor for the book.
for the book.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And a percentage of the sales of those books are go towards the project Henry Ward
The
Complex on a
project.
Battlefield. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do an official thing with the principal when the time comes. When the book ready for launch in
Yeah.
Jamaica. Because more people start think about it. That when we launch a big time thing for Battlefield, we say come home.
Well, here we go and tell you, you know it go already. Once them thing there go on, you have my support.
No, man, right.
Uh,
More reach out to everybody. So even people,
yeah.
as me say, people never contribute to Meadowbrook. I don't think they want to contribute. One just remember, say, Meadowbrook are our Hotel California. We never leave it.
Yep.
We don't, all them go on like say they want to leave it, Dante. They
Yeah,
never
man.
leave it. We can't leave it. Them
Yeah.
can't leave it. And even if unfortunately some of them want to leave, or not leave, like things, time catch up with them and some, an accident that my man have to leave, them can't leave Meadowbrook in them will. Especially Dante.
You know where Major White.
Yeah.
Major said to me one day.
Yeah.
You know who? I don't remember which staff member would have an issue with and I complain to it. And you know, Major said, Dante, here we go. Don't worry yourself. Let's go and do what you do. Because Meadowbrook will always be your school. Them man, they might be a KC man, a Woolman's man, or wherever. You know? But Meadowbrook will always be your school. So it's the same kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, man.
We can never not be a Meadowbrook man.
No.
Principal might come and as you say, them will do a job.
Yeah.
But so
No, so Neo, talk about the reason why you started the Female Football Academy.
That started that fun was I decided to part ways with the Manning Cup team, which is when Coach Lyons and Dante came back in to run the Manning Cup team, and I focused on the females because our very first year was a horrible year. But when I looked in the changing room, I realized that all these girls have at least 4 or 5 more years left to play. So we did some serious investment in getting them up to par. So what happened was in our first year, we never won a game. Our second year, never won a game. Our third year, we draw 2 games. Our fourth year, we came out of the group and went on to the quarterfinals where Excelsior, who are the now 9-time defending champions, defeated us. We went into that game needing to beat Excelsior to go into the semi-finals. So we would have beaten St. Jacob Harbour already, and we lost that game. And then in our final year, which was our 5th year, when COVID came, we were unbeaten, top of the group, conceding 1 goal, scoring 30 odd. And as you know, COVID shut down everything. What I had about 4 or 5 girls on that team where I thought had some serious potential to go out into the world
Yeah.
and be successful. And I thought to myself, I've waited 5 years. Why stop? If I just sit down and say, yo, it's COVID, then those 5 years would really have been a waste. So I said, that didn't make any sense. I spoke to those 5 girls, went around to their parents, told them what the plan was. They bought into it. And those Renas Academy, the colors, the name, the motto, everything is with those 5 girls who, along with me, founded it. And from that, those 5 girls, all from Meadowbrook, all are on scholarships now overseas. All were national players. Some still are of a senior national player amongst that. And from that, the academy was born. It's the #1 academy, female football academy in the Caribbean currently. So it really started with five Meadowbrook girls and a Meadowbrook past student
Yeah.
to where it is now.
How many people you have in the academy now, Neil?
Right now we have 22 girls. I am the coach. The parents are a big impact or big influences in it as well. For players, 22 girls right now.
And where is the academy located now?
We were at the Huron Community Center, but we decided that because I have the partnership with Myrtle Grove or work at Myrtle Grove, why not just carry the academy there? So most of the are from Myrtle Grove, along with I think we have one girl from Meadowbrook now. We have girls from Immaculate, we have a girl all the way from Mandeville who attends the Carteret College. So we have girls from all over the country. And what we've been able to do is create tournaments for female footballers in the country. Our major tournament is the under 20 tournament, which we check the books at the start of the year. We've been able to make 500 girls play football in Jamaica, and from 500, the Rainers Cup has allowed over 80 girls to get scholarships overseas. So that is what we are about, giving girls equal opportunities to play just as much as the boys get. The start of the year, we had our first, and it's going to be annual college showcase where I brought down two coaches from overseas, one from Intercal here locally, to come and watch the girls that we have showcased here in the country. And we had 5 teams participating. So my mission has not changed since I was at school, which is giving youths the opportunity to become better in this world.
It's very impressive, Neil. I must say that in itself, where I said a while ago, I could have talked about hours about that alone, the story we talk about the female academy and all of it, and the impact we have on young, because you introduce them to the idea them can play football and get scholarship for go overseas. That's a wonderful thing now.
There's so many more scholarship opportunities for girl footballers from Jamaica than there are locally, than there are for males.
For overseas,
Yeah.
So many more.
And when them go overseas, you follow up with them same way and keep in touch with them and all them things the same way.
Yeah. When I went to watch, 5 Meadowbrook. My academy itself had 5 girls in the USCAA, which is the small colleges.
Yeah.
Overseas playing in the nationals. And from that, I actually went over to Pittsburgh to watch them. 4 of those girls were from Meadowbrook.
Yeah.
Whoa, Neil. No. That's very impressive. I must say that, Neil. That is very, very impressive that you do that for the young ladies them. And it's a pity, as I say. But at time I'll come, I'm going to say, Neil, a time for come home, you know. What you do for Myrtle Grove or for Jamaica, we have to try to do it at Meadowbrook. I forgot to try it. Even if you personally can't do it or you can't, your commitment elsewhere, you can show a man or introduce a man and say, this is how we're going to do it at Meadowbrook. You can be part of the program.
What's strange is, I have said in my head, I hear you say it a while ago that, yo, Meadowbrook has given me a raw deal as well. And I say, yo, no, not going back there. Dante mentioned Major White who threw the idea at me, and I say, yo, we need that come home thing. And I thought about it, and I said, no. And it's strange because why I said that is
so far this season in under 16, under 14 football, I've only been to 4 games, and all 4 of those games were Meadowbrook games.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've
man. Yeah,
only
yeah. Well, you know, I'm gonna put it that way at it. But me ask you a question then. I was surprised when you introduced yourself to me at the book presentation, man. What motivated you for come?
the one man who is one of the most annoying past students in the world, Mr. Carlton Face.
Okay.
Mr. Face never stop. Mr. Face, I have to be there. I actually said to him, Face, you know me now want to see Dante and them and them. No, you have to be there. No. I'm saying, Mr. Face, why? Why you need me? I say, have to come home. And I thought to myself, and it is strange because Dante mentioned it. Dante and I had back in the day a huge disagreement, and it was, and seeing him spoke to me, I spoke to him, and I said, I guess that was just then. We can move on. We can move on from that now. And it just
But Neil, if you remember, before all of that, I was your biggest supporter.
yeah, man.
Try-
I know I know that as well. So when Faith said that to me, I came. And I mean, we'll always be disgruntled about some stuff, but I think it's safe to say for me that maybe I was the stone who the builder refused, and I went out and showed that this is what I had to offer. But I will always be willing and ready to come back to Meadowbrook anytime they're ready. But I think Dante and I will agree. We won't say it on this, but certain things have to change before. I have sat down and seen that at some point we were against each other, but now we're in the same place watching and saying that things have to change because he and I feel the very same way. We're always willing to give, but you mentioned something earlier that giving back, but in order to do that, everybody have to be on the same page.
Yeah, man. We have to be on the same page. And it's funny that you mention it at 2 or 3. I never talk to nobody about the term coming home, you know. Because I mentioned, I hear the term from Fatai, right? And I say, I never start using it, Dante. We're going to get there, you know. Because gradually I go get there. Because I meet you at the book presentation, and it was a beginning, you know. At the beginning.
Because I can tell you that. Just so Mr. Tegre have for him people when him snap him finger, the Meadowbrook Massive ready. My Meadowbrook Massive is not just my year of school, you know. My Meadowbrook Massive go to all a generation behind me, you know.
Of come after you, right. No, right. And this is why. No, yeah, go ahead, Dante.
Yeah, you hear me mention that a while ago. So you have your people. You have a set of people. You have another man. You have Warlord have some people. You have another set of man have some people.
People they are still my people. If me say Warlord, big head, boom.
So what is required now is somebody and a platform that brings all of those sets of people together.
Yeah, man. And
what is required now, Dante, you say it already, you say it before. Yeah. What is required is we if stand up and say, we are Meadowbrook, you know, come here.
Yeah, but the conversation start, you know, that Dante I say, and I'm glad.
When you go home, you not think about the thing that we through on the field and in them classroom, yeah.
No, what for bridge? I think what Dante I said, you know, is like a one Meadowbrook it should be.
What me say while I got Dante, you know what I mean?
One Meadowbrook.
Man. We know. As what Neil said, we not come here.
One Meadowbrook.
We are Meadowbrook.
I'm going to send a picture of one t-shirt. I'm put it in the chat over there now. When Mr. Facey asked me if it was share and see if we can start. Can one start sell some of them t-shirts there? Neo and Dante. And when you look on the name where it's saying, this is what I'm giving me when we go down at the presentation ceremony. And the whole idea was for I put it out in the group, you know, for say, I put it exactly what I write. I think I can't say exactly what my mind is. I face the mind, and my mind there. And the church said, one broke Dante, one broke. I say exactly one broke. And that Mr. Face, me get that shirt here, Dante, and Neo. as a gift from Mr. Facey when we go to the book presentation. And him say, Thursday, I talk to him and I say, Jelly, find out. Well, you can see when I write on the thing. I text it in the chat and you can look on it and see it.
Yeah, man.
One broke. I know me as a rat, it's so appropriate, you know. That a one broke what I talk about. A one broke, you know.
Jelly, me can tell him I don't know how you do it, but you have been on the phone for a very long time, sir.
I'm going to ask a question. Neil, I hope you realize that I don't know a question.
No question.
So hold on, let me ask you something now. You think say it's an interview, me I go interview you. Neil, me want you know.
No, you see when I heard that you have to confirm with Dante before you set the time. It's a different vibe. I was looking for that Malaya and speed dial and everything. Yeah.
No,
hold on, no. The only thing I confirm with Dante is some come with my co-host. Listen, and Dante know I say something say now. And maybe when me talk to a man, me no business in terms of friction where a man have or don't have. Me I say, you know what? I want broke, you know. Wherever I have, I want difference in have, you know. I want broke we I talk about I go forward here, you know.
That was a difference with our friction. It was all in the same place, the same space to get something to the same.
Yeah.
But near know what is feeling, Jelly. Near know what that. Conflict is in there. As you grow up, you gotta learn. Maybe we have a little conflict and we never manage it properly. But at the end of the day, I never nothing. Me not think it was nothing personal or nothing. I just a disagreement and to get something to somewhere. So I don't think so.
Definitely, Dante. Definitely, because a conflict. Yeah, go ahead, Neil.
No, with the two of us sit down and we both have a disagree and where it going now.
Yeah, man. Because listen, you can't have diamond without a whole heap of rough edge and sharpening, you know, and a conflict with them thing there, you know. You follow me? I said to you. Yeah. And when you push your ideas them with one another, you realize, yes, a better idea will come out, you know. Yeah. You're one. I'm not saying it's not like say my idea or your idea, Dante idea, you know. It's what good for the one brook. I work good for one brook where I work on, you know. It's what good for the Meadowbrook where I talk about, you know. So me I look on it, you know. It's what good for Meadowbrook. And I saw me and Mr. Facey look on it. And I saw one time I talk about that's all them things I work on behind the scenes, Dante. The book, bottom field. I work good for Meadowbrook. And as I say, if we can rally behind a big goal, I think we can invite everybody to come home. That's the whole idea. Wherever you want to contribute, we're still ready for them. I just put it out there early here, you know. I put it out there early today.
I'm willing to do.
No, man. Me hear that, man. Me hear that, Neil. It's very, very impressive. When you talk about, trust me, I'm very impressed by the academy where you start out of nothing and you have a brain where me love and I think about things and I say, you just look on things and I say, you can't, you're not seeing no reason why you can't. And some look on things, you know, Neil. No, because nobody never do it before. We cannot do that.
Yeah.
You see me, I said to you.
So Jelly, you see what my business say? Are you bring me out a retirement and you will bring out Neil?
Exactly. And all one of the people who hear this channel and Neil, you reach out to the man, the woman, them, you know. Say, listen, you come test Jelly bowling, you know. And it's easy.
As I hang up now, I reach out to Jason.
Man. I met the link and the connection, man. I talk to him, man. And anybody else and then Jason. Because Jason himself is a special thing. Because me tell you, say, maybe Jason never know some Meadowbrook was the first school we do that. As far as me know. And anybody want to contribute to that and talk about them do it before Meadowbrook. As I said, Dante, they have to come with them receipts.
Yeah, man. You have to get for
them can't say them here say that we know we did that at school. Yeah. When the first hearing visual impaired person come out of school. I know New Attempt say the person play West Indies cricket. I've never known some of West Indies cricket in a visual.
Gentlemen, I have to leave it there though.
Yeah, man. All right, before you go, Neil, let me ask you the last question before you go. Last question. And then we wrap it up. What made Meadowbrook magical?
Man, I was there.
All right, man.
I hear you. No, you where you going to go before you go now? I hear you. I hear because I'm close out here now. You know the
Yeah.
yearbook. You know the yearbook.
I don't think we had yearbooks when I was going there. No, I mean, I think one came out in my 7 years at Meadowbrook.
Yeah, that's a separate conversation, Raj. That's
But what I
separate.
do have contact with everybody who, when I went to school with me and my football team, almost everybody.
Yeah, man, you got find them and share this with them once we do this. And you got send me some pictures, some pictures of your school days. That when
Yeah,
I put
man.
send me all the pictures that you want to send me and your school days I encourage you that when me edit up this podcast and start share it, your pictures them included. So when we close it out, so Meadowbrook, on behalf, this is Neil Oxford, Donovan Thomas, this is me, Glaister Prince, our Jelly Irelands. Thank you enough for listening to this conversation, and God bless the whole away. And God bless that great school at 2A Meadowbrook Avenue where we can have them conversation here about Meadowbrook. Generations apart, and as I say, we are planning for Meadowbrook people to find them way back home. That's all we are saying. When you come home, that's what we are talking about now. We have some big plans for Meadowbrook, and they are ready to come home, and we are saying, oh, what? We want to motivate other people to come home to contribute to the big plans that we have for Meadowbrook. So, thank you, here, Neo.
We just have to recall Neil Loan.
We call who?
Him Loan. Him just a
Yeah. All right, Neo, bless. Send me the picture of them. Just text me the picture of them and then we talk. Yeah, man, I'm going to fix up this. All right, thank you, Dante. Thank you, Neo. Cool.
Yeah, man. Bless up Neil. Bless up Jelly.
Yeah, man, cool. Thanks for listening to Meadowbrook Memories. And remember to give us all the encouragement you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. And special thanks to my production manager, Cameron Wright, who takes care of everything involved in getting the podcast out every week. And without him, this podcast would not be possible. It is his expertise that allows me to do what I love doing every week, having great conversations about Meadowbrook Memories. And he's responsible for everything else. So again, thanks to my production manager, Cameron Wright.
All you females that goes to Meadowbrook, this podcast is for you too. Okay, so don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come on. You just want to go down memory lane and talk about the goodness of Meadowbrook and hear your adventure, hear your story. Because everybody have a story now. We can't talk your story. Only you can say your story. So
You may support the show by purchasing a copy of my book, The Starling Surprise, how Meadowbrook won 7 trophies in 4 years. In the link for a friend, a family member, a student at Meadowbrook, or for yourself. Thank you. So, remember as we listen to this conversation, and I must thank Nadine Moulton for this, stories are made to be told, not buried. Thank you. The views expressed by guests on this podcast are their own, and their appearances on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. While we will not add to statements made by a guest, we reserve the right to exclude statements or remarks that might be considered inflammatory. Thank you.